Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, consider subscribing as I upload every week or two depending on work. So this video is going to be a look back on some of my favourite explores over the past year and how far I've actually come exploring wise and rope wise. Also, I'd just like to thank everyone for subscribing this year, and I really appreciate all the comments. I speak to a few people regularly on the comments who I don't know, I've never met, but I really appreciate every comment that you send. I've got one more trip this year, and it's on the 1st and the 2nd of December, and that's with Underground Explorer UK, and I'm yet to meet the guy, so I'm looking forward to that trip. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and let's get straight into the videos. So I'm going to start this one off from the 28th of December last year, and this is Explore number 52. And this was the first time I'd ever used ropes underground, and as you can see by this, it wasn't the smallest of pitches. I remember being sat on the ledge just behind this massive hole and debating whether I'd wasted all that money on the SRT gear because I really wasn't going to go down, and then just something just came over me and just thought I'm going to have to do it, so I said I'd go first. The guy opposite on the ledge, he was guiding me all the way through this, so I done it all correctly, and actually he's helped me a hell of a lot over the last year, teaching me things and tricks on the ropes and stuff like that, so I really appreciate his help for this year. But yeah, I remember that I was just shaking badly there. I couldn't even pull myself to the hole, and I should not have looked down there.
You dozy bastard!
You alright, better?
No, look down.
That's it.
Oh! You've gone quite a distance, haven't I, boys?
I think it took me about 3 or 4 minutes just to get to the bottom, and I was going down like an inch at a time.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm shaking
You can do it, mate.
quite a lot there. And I can't even tell you how tight I had hold of that rope. Remember my left hand being really sore holding the stopping on the descender. It was just aching my left hand.
So, I made it to the bottom. Quite a few people didn't think I could, but I did. Rope's free!
Yeah, the reason I mentioned about people didn't think I could do it is because I'm scared of heights, so the reason people wouldn't think I could do it is because of that.
There's Dave coming down now, he's nearly at the bottom.
This was so funny to me watching Dave come down this hole.
What a guy!
Especially when he misses where the ledge vanishes underneath him and he has a bit of a little fit right about now, I think.
You're about 10 foot, mate. Came down faster than I did. Yeah,
that had me in stitches.
back on the rock in about 2 seconds. Hiya!
Oh no!
Oh, Jill!
Oh god!
Is that alright, mate?
Oh, just shoot myself.
But yeah, once you got down there,
It's just come down.
it came to another pitch,
Didn't think of you.
which was a bit shorter than that pitch. I think it was 7 meters to the next level. It went down 3 levels, and the last level was on ladders. But this time here was the first time I'd ever encountered a deviation, and yeah, I was getting guided from the bottom, but as you'll see here, I'm just a nervous wreck. I was just shaking when I'm pulling the deviation over above me on to attach it above me on the rope. I'm just shaking like mad. It looks like I'm straining, but I'm not. It's actually fear.
Yes! Jesus Christ.
That's success, I hear. That's success.
Right, so that was my first deviation and I panicked. Not a good thing to do, panic. Saying that anyone would panic with the amount of fucking drop below me.
Right, we'll move on to the next video, but that one there, it kind of set me back a bit on the ropes because it scared me that much. I was debating not doing it again, but I went out, practiced a bit more, and then next year, well, January time, I plan on doing that again, and then getting to the bottom and then going back up again, like the same way. So we'll move on to the next video. Yeah, so this video wasn't actually a mine, it was a cave called Kingsdale Master Cave. And the reason for this trip was there was an experienced SRT member, and she was there to basically guide me on the SRT to make me feel a bit more comfortable and show me a couple more techniques. But after being in this cave, I realised that I really do want to do some more caves, but I don't want to get them mixed up with this channel because this is obviously mine exploring channel. So that's why this one's not numbered, but this was recorded on the 28th of January this year. And the main focus for this trip was just to get to the first pitch, which I'm just getting to now, I think. I'll fast forward it a little bit just to the first pitch. So this was the pitch that she wanted to teach me a few things on, and she was behind me guiding me through this, and it was a vertical pitch, so there was nowhere to put your feet on the walls, and I think that's what she was trying to get me to do, is to get my feet and my knees away from the walls, because it's just one of my habits, because I learned SRT on trees, so you were constantly having your foot against the tree. So once you get over the lip of there, it's just vertical, as you can see there. It was only about 7 meters or 8 meters or so. So I went down that side and I came back up on the right hand side, but as you can see on that right video, I'm still a bit wary of how fast to go down. But I've been told doesn't matter how fast you get down, and if you go down too fast you could damage the rope, so just go down at my own pace. But going back up, she wanted me to go on the other side, which was really vertical, as you've seen there, and I struggled to pull the rope through at the time because I couldn't really lift my own weight. That's why I cut the video short there, because I panicked halfway up the pitch. When I got to the top, you're supposed to take your chest ascender off at the top and clip on with the cow's tails, but I was that nervous I actually just shimmied onto the ledge and just sat there and took it off, so you don't see that on the video. So that's one of the things I'd cut out to make it look like I knew what I was doing. But anyway, let's get on to the next video. So this is another one of my favourite videos, and this is from February. This is number 55, and it was back to Francis level. The first time I went there was horrendous, on a really dodgy rope ladder going down, so we used SRT to get down this time, as you can see there, and it's fairly easy. That pitch is only about 6 meters, but this place is absolutely incredible to visit. I think I'm going to go back one time this year, but I'm going to go in the summer because it's absolutely freezing in that water, and the 2 or 3 times I've been, it's been raining, so it was horrendous. But to see this place like in person was just incredible. I remember watching a few videos about it a couple of years before I actually managed to get there, and I thought to myself, oh, I'll never get down that hole, I'll never do that. But it just shows that if you put your mind to it, you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. Sounds a bit cheesy, that, doesn't it? But it's true. I don't know how long that place is going to be still there, because one of the beams is snapped in the middle, so if that goes, I think the wheels will come down from the top of the room, probably bring the rest of the thing down with it, so I don't know. But anyway, let's move on to the next video. So this is video number 59, and this was recorded on the 3rd of March, and this is one of my favourite places to go and visit. You can't actually get access to this one. It's private, so you can't really give location out on this place or anything like that, or any mines for that matter, but this one's special, so I had to do this video. This one was only a short one, 2 minutes long, but this was the main part of that mine for me. And like on this video, you can just see, you can just imagine the way the work down there. And if you go into the furnace and put your head in the furnace, you can still smell, like, it smells like fuel when you put your head in the furnace. Not sure how long that place is going to be there either, because the roof just to get to it is all fallen in, and every now and again you can hear a little bit of it falling down, so I don't know how long it's going to last. Yeah, this is an old picture of how it might have looked. It looks like the same setup as what's down there, and those drills are huge, and there's a big stack of them, as you've just seen, which is quite amazing to see, to be honest. And this is looking at the roof that's fallen, so I don't imagine that's going to be there for much longer. So I'm going to move on to the next video. I'm not going to do a lot of videos. So this video was a little different. This was a birthday treat from my wife. This is from April. It's the Coal Mining Museum, and obviously I'll never get to see all the equipment and what a coal mine looks like inside, because it's one of the places that I won't go in due to the bad air and stuff. So there'll be no way of me going in a coal mine. So just to see all this was incredible. And there's actually one piece of this whole, like the whole day we were there, there's something I hadn't seen for 30 years, which is coming up now. And it just brought back loads of memories for me that day. Yeah, it was this. I think I had that dragon for years. Like years, even after I was a kid, it was always in the bedroom. But I don't know where it's gone now. Only my mother knows where that's gone. Probably gone to a charity shop. That might be it. But yeah, on that day we done the underground explore, where they take you down the shaft in the cage, but you weren't allowed to record any of that footage. But if anyone gets the chance to visit that museum, I highly recommend going. It was an incredible day, to be honest, well, to say the least. And if you've got kids, it's good to take your kids there, because they actually let the kids sit on the machines and stuff like that underground. It's really good. But anyway, we'll move on to the next video. When I started doing the YouTube videos and the exploring underground, it was to help with mental health and stuff like that, and give me something to do outside of the explores, which is editing the videos, basically to keep me out of trouble, I guess. But this one, a local society which I'm part of asked me to make a video for them, so I did, and they actually played it on a big screen in front of a couple of hundred people. So it was quite a proud moment for me, so I'll show you that now.
We made a video, that is, Peter Pink made a video at which I had a starring role. It's called Working the Sea.
So good to work with Simon as well. He's a really knowledgeable man. He's quite unique, to be honest.
Rough around the edges, just like the people that
Quite nice to see my logo on that big screen as well. The full video is actually on the channel. It's called Work in the Seam if you want to check that out.
All have lighted candles.
Yeah, it's quite a proud moment for me, that, to be honest. So I'll move on to the next one. This is number 75, and this is from August. And this is the copper mines in the Lake District.
Brilliant.
I was
have a look in there as well.
on my own at this
We'll
point.
look at the other one before we go in.
I don't usually explore on my own, but I was intrigued by this mine, so I wanted to do
This
it.
one's just next to that last one. I'll show you now.
It was red hot on the day as well, and I had an undersuit on underneath that suit. It was absolutely boiling. Tell you what though, my hairline's terrible. Look at the state of that.
That one looks a little bit higher than the last one, but they might link up. But I'm going to give it 5 minutes and then I'm going to go in and have a look.
Could be worse. Friends I went to school with have got grey hair now. But yeah, I didn't know what to expect on this explore. I knew of the huge drops, that's why I had my SRT kit on. But I didn't know how far this mine actually went. And I've been back twice now. I'll probably go back again. I'll just skip to this next bit. But yeah, it's quite nerve-wracking. Even though you're quite safe on those traverse lines, it's still quite nerve-wracking when you're on your own going across such a deep shaft. You couldn't even see the bottom of these ones.
It's a bit bouncy. Just a bit. Bounces in the middle.
Yeah, I think I need to use that handheld GoPro
Across,
more, because I tend to just use it on the helmet, so I think it makes for better videos if you can actually see the person doing it. So I might need to do more of that next year, as well as more talking in the videos.
Let's carry on this
And
way.
less music, because I noticed the music
I'm assuming I'm going to need
is
more
the
time.
same all the time, and
Wow.
I'm assuming it gets annoying.
There's the copper staining on the wall there. But this looks very dodgy indeed.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go across that at first.
You definitely can't see the bottom of this one. Just gonna get my cow's tails ready and then get across this.
Yeah, that was stood in the middle.
So that's what it looks like down there.
As you've seen, I cut straight to that point because it took me a good few minutes to pick up the courage to try it. I guess it's quite nerve-wracking on your own because you can hear people. Well, you think you can hear people, but it's usually just dripping water. And also on this one as well, I didn't know where the drops were and stuff like that. Like this point here, I think I turned the camera off and then started again because I think I walked over it just to see if it was safe and then go back and do it again to make it look like I did it in one take. But I didn't. I was always checking, see if things were safe first. But anyway, I'll move on to the next video because I'm assuming you've seen this one a few times. This video here was from Halloween. I just decided to carve myself into a pumpkin, which I thought was quite good. That's why I put it on this video. He didn't last very long though, because when the pumpkin started to rot, the actual figure started to lean over, so his head was on the floor at the end of it. So the last video I've chose to put on is the graphite mine, because the explores and the full weekend revolving around that explore was incredible. We just slept in the cars and then went exploring. So this is by far one of my favourite videos. And cooking in the car was pretty good and warm. Could have cooked the bacon a bit more though, couldn't I? We walked to the top of that mountain. I think we were walking for about an hour or two, and we couldn't find the entrance at all, so we decided to go in from the bottom, go up to the top, and that took us about an hour. And then I started the video as if we'd found it from the outside, but we never. We went in and then out, then back in again. But this one was quite a challenge for me because there was that many rope pitches. I was knackered, absolutely knackered at the end of it. And we went all the way to the bottom, well, a couple of levels from the bottom and then all the way back up again. I think there was about 6 or 7 pitches in total, I think. But yeah, it's one of my favourite ones. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and next year the plan is to go further afield. I'm going to go to Wales, I'm going to go to Derbyshire, places like that. So stick with the channel and thank you very much.